If you're interested in teaching music online, then this video is for you. Today, I'm going to be sharing the 5 things that I wish I had known before starting to teach music online. Hey there, my name's Katie Geddes and I am a full-time online music studio owner and teacher coach. I help music teachers build lives of freedom by building purposeful and profitable online music teaching businesses. Make sure to subscribe below to follow along with all my videos. I'll be sharing tons of online music teacher tips. Today, I'm going to be sharing the 5 things that I wish I had known before starting to teach music online. Take these things that I've realized that I've learned in my first year of teaching music online, learn from my mistakes, and hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be feeling confident and motivated to start your online teaching business. Also, make sure to stick around till the very end where I will give my best marketing tip for gaining enrollments in your online music lessons. The number one thing that I wish that I had known before teaching music online is that mindset is everything. Mindset is one of my favorite things to talk about with my clients in our coaching calls. It's amazing to see what can happen as soon as someone decides that they are capable of something. I used to be an elementary music teacher and I loved it, but I left my job so that I could travel and live abroad full time. When I came back to the United States, I missed teaching music so much, but I also didn't want to give up this life of freedom that I had found. That's when I started looking into building an online business. It took me so long to understand that the two could be combined, but I am here to tell you that you 100% can build an online music teaching business. These lessons can be effective, helpful, and profitable. You can be a music teacher and work remotely and make money. You just have to believe that you 100% can do this and be 100% committed to taking action. The second thing I wish that I had known before starting to teach music online is not to underestimate my worth in pricing. Whenever you're starting something new, it's perfectly normal to feel uncomfortable and weird about assigning a price tag to your lessons. But I am here to tell you to be confident in your abilities, in your training, and in the numbers that you choose. And do not undersell yourself. In order to figure out how much to charge for your lessons, I recommend reverse engineering it. This means to decide ahead of time how much money you would like to make, take that number and also add in how much you are going to spend in expenses, take that total and divide it by the number of hours that you want to teach. And that is the number that you should be charging hourly. If it seems too high, then you can adjust how many hours you want to teach or how much you want to charge. Try that exercise and comment below with what number that you come up with. The third thing that I wish that I had known before teaching music online is not to be afraid to ask for and to pay for help. If you're anything like me, I have a hard time asking for help, but there is a big difference between running a classroom and running a business. The reality is that there are so many things that you are not going to know how to do when you first start this online business, and that's okay. There are people out there that have done this before. Ask for help, whether that's a family or a friend. I personally recommend looking for a paid coach that can help you. I personally have spent thousands of dollars on coaches and courses in my first year of building my online business. These were helping me with things like branding, social media marketing, course creation, launching. Now, that's not to say that you have to go out and spend thousands of dollars on a coach, but all I'm saying is don't be afraid to invest your time, your energy, and also your money, because you're going to have to do a lot of learning and it's going to be a lot easier if you ask someone for help. I will also be coming out with a ton of videos to help online music teachers, so make sure to hit the subscription button below. The fourth thing that I wish I had known before starting to teach music online is to set boundaries for myself. It's so important to remember that the entire point of building an online business is to gain back ownership of your time and to build a lifestyle that allows you more freedom. So it's so important to make sure that your business does not take away that freedom and that you don't lose ownership of your time. What I mean by this is to set boundaries on how many hours you want to teach per week, what days you want to teach per week, what times you want to be teaching each day, and hold yourself accountable to these boundaries. Once you get your business going, potential clients are going to ask you to schedule classes outside of those boundaries, and it may be tempting in order to gain business to do that, but you have to remember what's important and stick to those boundaries that you made for yourself. Also, don't forget that there's a lot of admin and behind the scenes work that you have to do as well, and make sure that you're going to allot time in your schedule for those admin tasks. For me personally, I like to teach only Monday through Thursday. I like to have my Friday, Saturday, Sunday off because I live in New York City and I love to travel and I want to make the most of my weekends. That's the entire reason I wanted to build a business in the first place. So I keep myself accountable and I make sure that I make time and space to allow myself to explore my city. I talk about this all the time on my Instagram stories. If you don't already, make sure to give me a follow. The fifth thing that I wish I had known before teaching music online is to focus not only on what I'm teaching, but why I'm teaching it, and sell that to families. Take a second to think about why you are a music teacher. Why are you teaching this specific instrument? When you were first learning this instrument, what made you want to learn it? Usually it's a lot more than just learning specific chords or specific songs. For me, when I was a kid, I started playing guitar because it made me feel confident. It made me feel cool, like I had something to attach to my identity that made me feel really cool. Of course, I also learned how to express myself, how to nurture my creativity, and how to connect with myself and with other people through music. But those are the kind of things that you should be focusing on when you're selling your lessons. Instead of advertising that your student is going to learn 5 chords and 3 songs, you should be talking about how they're going to build their confidence, their creativity, their connection with themselves and with other people. That's what people want for themselves or for their kids. All right, friends, at this point, you know that mindset is everything. Not to underestimate your value. Don't be afraid to ask for and to pay for help, to set boundaries for your teaching hours, and to focus on the why of your teaching and the transformation that your students will have from your lesson. Now that you know these tips, hopefully you're feeling a lot more confident and excited to get your online music teaching business started. Make sure to comment below and tell me which of these 5 tips was the most helpful for you. Of course, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.